Good evening and welcome to the final part of Bionicle Heroes on the DS. So we've taken down all the Paraka, we have all the powers of the Toa Inika, and now we'll have to head into Makuta's domain, presumably to take on Makuta himself. Otherwise, we'll be going into his domain. Anyways, first on, Ravaged Ruins. Unknown forces have ripped the fabric of Voyaniri apart and hurled further challenges in your way. Hey, Blunter? And yeah, hope everyone is good. Obviously, I know Ben's been playing Pikmin 4, because, you know, obviously. Ooh, hold on. This looks different, and it's kept the menu music playing as well. Interesting. Like I said several times, I've never beaten this game before, so yeah, I have no idea what to expect going into this final area. So, I'm guessing it's going to be built with the different Toa powers in mind, though. Ow. I'll read chat at the moment. I'm being attacked by a million enemies. Oh dear. Surprised they use Makuta's final version instead of these on, like, in the console version. Yeah, like I said, I don't know what's, you know, the same or different. Oh no. How are you meant to avoid all of this? Ah! He was shooting at me. Right, I'll wait for my health and ammo to refill. Well, speaking of these, have you seen that that edit where it's like, console's easy, this is too hard. I mean, I could just be doing something incredibly. I could just be like playing it very wrong and like missing a very simple trick. Thing is, it started off quite easy in the first world I played. Oh, whoops. I was playing the 2003 Bionicle game earlier, and I just installed it on one of my old laptops, and that has a double jump in it, so I kind of programmed myself to use double jumps. To remember, that's not in this game. This I was bringing in all these right in. Yeah. I mean, this game also uses things like Rakshi as basic enemies. Right, so... I'm not sure what I'm meant to do from here. Backstone and Brutaka show up. Although I mean, you say that, we have established that both the console and DS versions, you know, kind of have a very loose interpretation of canon. How do I get up there? Am I just missing something, or...? I guess. I feel like I'm either missing something or there's an enemy that I can't hit. Ah, there we go. An enemy that I couldn't see. In fact, I'm gonna snipe it with the Toro. There we go. That's. Ah! Oh no! No! Okay. Right. I don't care about the technique pieces, I'm just gonna snipe them over here. I suppose the combined models, they're not exactly their own sets, are they? They're just combinations of other sets. Those are actually up there as well. There we go. Oh, the combined one was one that got a release. Oh, right, fair enough. I guess I'm mainly thinking of like older combining ones. Alright, okay. Like I said before, I never really had many of the, well, I don't think I have anything from like between like after 03 and before 08. Like, I don't think I have anything from Metru Nui or like the Voya Nui arcs. Oh. Okay. Big enemy gauntlet. May get expelled from the fandom for this, but only the combiners of the big Titan sets look good anyway. I mean, the combiners of like normal sets always look a bit weird. It's like in the manual for Tahu, I've got like, you know, it has like instructions on how to combine Tahu, Onua, and like one of the, I forget which three it tells you to combine, but maybe Tahu, Onua, and Pahatu, I can't remember which three. But yeah, it has instructions on how to combine them into like one of the big ones, and it's like, looks a bit weird. Okay, I didn't do very well, and it's glitching. But hey, there were no secrets to find. Lost Lagoon. The remnants of the Mars Shrine have been ripped from their aquatic home. The Torah and Ica must guard some secret of immense power. Right, this looks like an actual stage. I'm gonna once again switch to Congo. Some of the Visorite combiners look decent. Yeah. I mean, I suppose with the Telomata, like, they are like the first one, the first ones. So, let's go underwater. I think it's our first time going underwater, actually. How do I get up there? I should get it perfect first time. Yeah, how do I get up there, though? I do still find it a bit weirdly inconsistent that some Toa have alternate like abilities and some don't. Yeah. Hopping onto Pikmin. How dare you play a game that you want to play? Oi, who's shooting me? Oh, you and your collectible slug pilots. That's a big bow rock. Genuinely, that's a really big bow rock. Am I gonna get shot at from here? Yes, I am. I have no idea why he's so big. Please don't kill me while I'm doing this. Well, if you're gonna hit me from far away, I'm gonna do the same. There. How do you like that? What kind of stuff do I like to collect? Just in general, or in relation to this? In general. I mean, mainly, I guess, stuff that's not too expensive and stuff that I have space for. And, you know, just related to things I like. Like, I never tried to call myself a collector because if I did think of myself as a collector, I wouldn't say that I'm a very good collector. But like, if something is like just interesting to me and is fairly, you know, not too big and not too expensive, then I'm sometimes like, yes. That's why I like to get Amiibo, because they're pretty cheap and pretty small. Well, pretty cheap if you buy them at retail price anyway. Fountain of Flame. Not even the searing heat of the magma can resist this displacing force. You must press on. So we're already in the third level of 7. I have no idea how long this is going to take me. Oh, this like spreads to different enemies. Oh, why? Oh, come on. Okay. Alright, time to bring out the sniper. From what I played of the console version, Matoro seems a lot more useful here. Oh! If I hide under here, I think they can still hit me. That one certainly can. Don't think the other one... Oh, there's one there. Oh, that one's dropped a rune. There's one more. Where are you? But yeah, I would say when it comes to being a completionist with collecting, I find I don't tend to have to stop myself too much, but that's partially because like I don't have the space to collect too much, to like get too many things physically. It's like, I mean, part of me is kind of like, oh, I have Tahu, you know, maybe I want to get the rest of the original Toa, but then I also think, do I have space to store all of those? Money's more an issue for you. Obviously it's not like money's not an issue for me with that sort of stuff, because, you know, but also, for me, I think one of the big things is yeah, obviously not wanting to overspend, but also space. It's like I do still want to get a Rakshi figure, but I certainly do not have the space for like all 6. That gap is like barely sort of the right size to be able to get it without falling. Oh, you're here as well. Fantastic. Ah! Whoops. Also bear in mind, this game is designed to be played on the DS. You know, with the Metro Prime Hunters, like, you know, D-pad and aiming with the touchscreen control scheme. Bear that in mind in terms of how I'm finding the difficulty while playing with a normal, well, kind of normal control setup. I say normal. I suppose it's not that normal, but normal for me, I guess, because I've gotten semi-used to playing games with this kind of control setup. Right, where am I meant to go next? Can Jella survive lava? I can't remember. Yes, apparently. I'm presuming Taraga must be like the worst, well, like the worst or a bad rank, given that I've only gotten it on levels where I've died constantly. Anyways, onwards. Ice Gap. You're forced to fight through the icy peaks. Will you find the Toa Nika and an answer to the mystery? Well, I guess we'll see. Can't imagine Taraga is good. Exactly. That is kind of my point. Oh, that's just a gap there. Can I reach that Rakshi? I can. With the perspective, I thought that would extend all the way to there. Right. It looks like I will be platforming through that, so wait, switch. I'm gonna get shot at probably. Or do I have to? Or do I have to defeat them all before I can move on? Maybe I have to defeat them all before I can move on. Oh, not more Marky. Oh, not another one of you. Ah! Where'd you come from? Oi! Well, at least I can pick these ones off from a distance. Right. That's it. There better be enough. Oh no. Can I also pick you off from a distance? Yes. Nice. And again, I don't get any of the pieces, but that drop from me because of that. But it's a safer option. These are much smaller levels. I mean, focus on like a kind of particular gimmick, but they are smaller levels. I still wouldn't have been able to get it done last time, but you know. Unearthed rust. More barriers loom before you, as if some ancient force wanted to destroy an icon for its own dark purposes. Nothing behind me. They really want to get mileage out of Kongu's like glide mechanic. Ah! Oh. I just want to hide in this corner so I can hide from most of the things that are shooting at me. Another giant bow rock. Let's go double check. Anything I'm missing here? Oh. Yeah, I can hear something shooting me the other side of the door. Once again, I'm not sure how I'm meant to get up there. I'm ready to activate hero mode in case I need it. You know what? Yeah, let's do it. Well, that was another short level. Also, something new Twitch seems to have done is they've now got like a thing in chat, only visible to me, but to tell me that an ad break's in progress. It doesn't show up on mobile, but then again, maybe it'll show up if I use the stream manager rather than like through the thing. No, it doesn't. I prefer to have the whole stream up rather than stream manager on mobile though, because then I can, well, because I have it so I can actually monitor the screen. Plus it allows me to do channel point redemptions from mobile. Anyways, the Forgotten Keep, the immense stone blocks of Avax Fortress, I've forgotten how to pronounce it, have been summoned to bar your way once more. Stone blocks sounds like I've got to use one of these two. But let's use Kongu for levitating. Or I can reach that from here. Hey. Picking them off from a distance. That's what I like to see being possible.
Cheese.
Exactly. Alright, I'm gonna follow these around first before I try and break apart any of these doors. Okay. I'll see what all the doors do, or where they all lead. Didn't get that one. Good. Come on. Toro, you're neither once again. And that's the level. I am breezing right through these levels. The game is gonna be finished pretty soon by the looks of things, unless the last levels end up being really long. I suppose I am over I'm over half an hour into the stream, but, you know. Okay, yeah, we're at the final level. Final showdown. Finally, will all be revealed? I don't know. Oh, well, still not quite sure how I meant to dodge your attacks, given that you seem to just, you know, there's nowhere to hide and you just seem to be able to attack me. Like, I don't seem to be able to dodge. I'm not speed. I mean, okay, yeah. Cheesing with Motoro seems to be the way. The weapon charge. It seems to be the only way. Yeah, right. I've started to look up some guides and see what the actual intended method is supposed to be. No! I should have activated hero mode.
Cheese.
Well, at least I've got somewhere to hide from you. Right, let me health regen. Once again, let's let my health regen. It's quite handy that you seem to just be standing in one spot. Oh, I thought you died. I'm sure this is the intended method. Oh no. And we'll focus on you since you're the closest one. Ouch. I feel like I'm about to die. I just keep moving. Alright, that's another one down. If I remember right, you were the easiest Baraka to take down in the first place. Hero mode time. Okay, okay, hero mode is not invincibility though, so... it is merely infinite ammo. Well, infinite ammo and then damage reduction. Hey, they got rid of one of them at least, so... I got a lot of hits in on whatever the red one's called. So... Right, so we're rescuing the Toa. We defeated the Baraka again. Is there anything else, or is Makuta's domain just set dressing and there's no actual Makuta here? Again, I genuinely am not really sure. Oh, they got their masks back. Got all these slideshow cutscenes on DS games. I guess that's the end then. Fair enough. I guess Makuta is more like, kind of like a in the background pulling the strings kind of role rather than actually fighting him. I guess. Well, we're less than an hour into stream and I finished the game, so I think if the other streams had been able to start a bit earlier and go a bit longer, perhaps I might fit it into the previous, like, 2 or 3 streams, however many it was. But as it has gone, it's just been a little bit too much to film. Maybe I should put it to the vertical thing so that the credits actually scroll and not look so weird. So yeah, that I guess. What amiibo do I have? So I can show the ones that I have out currently, but I do have more. Hold on. I can grab the ones that I've got out currently. But some of my amiibo are in a drawer, like just sitting. Oh. There's not a lot of space in this room, especially when a laptop is sitting right in the middle of the floor space. Alright. Try not to trip over anything. Which is the reason why I've turned the camera off for getting up. Is that about centered? Kinda. That'll probably do. Multiplayer next. I can't. I don't think DS emulators really do multiplayer much, and even then, I don't think they do local multiplayer. I think like the ones that can do multiplayer tend to be like either emulating the Wi-Fi, or if it is local, it's like all on one computer. Alright, so for amiibo, since you asked, these are the ones I have out currently, at least. I do have more, so I'll go through all the Splatoon ones I've got because they're all out. So I've got Green Inkling Girl and Inkling Squid. I've got the Squid Sisters, Callie and Marie. Yeah, Marie I got when they were first released. This one I got when it was like £28 secondhand before they'd reissued them with Splatoon 3. Quite a bit before they reissued them. So yeah, I paid like over twice, well, roughly twice the actual price. We were selling for 28 quid, but I had my staff discount. So, and I have Off the Hook, got Pearl and Marina. I didn't want to repeat the same mistake that I did with Squid Sisters, and I got the double pack for them. I can't remember if they were released individually, actually, whether it was just double pack. I've got the Hero amiibo, the Dragon Quest Hero Smash Bros amiibo, because Dragon Quest. I've got the Zelda and Loftwing one, because before they reissued all the Zelda amiibo with Tears of the Kingdom, this is like a little while ago. I think it was not so long after I played through Skyward Sword, I think, something like that. I saw this, like, it was on like Amazon or something for like 25 quid or something. So it was either slightly under or slightly over like normal price for a new one when they hadn't reissued it yet. So I was like, yeah, I'll get it. I like Skyward Sword. I've got Tiki. I don't really play Fire Emblem much, if at all. But I was getting a present for someone else, and I saw that she was available on the store. I think they reissued them with. I think they reissued the Fire Emblem amiibo when Engage came out. I think it would make sense. And Tiki was also one of the Fire Emblem characters featured in Dragalia Lost when they did the collab, the second Dragalia Lost Fire Emblem collab specifically. So my reasoning was, if I squint, I could pretend it's Dragalia related merch. It's not. It's just Fire Emblem. And then, of course, if you've seen my recent video, obviously you'll know that I have the Pyro Mithra amiibo, because, you know, recently become Xenoblade fan, well, in the past year and a bit. So, yeah, it's frankly cheaper than getting actual Pyro Mithra figures. And because it's the Smash Bros. Designs, probably looks like 1% less suspect on the shelf. As well, in my drawer, I can't bother to get them out because they're in their box. They're back in their boxes. Because I do open all my amiibo, but I keep the boxes for some reason. Yeah, so in my drawer, I've also got, let's say, the Bowser Smash Bros. Amiibo, Yoshi Smash Bros. Amiibo, Sonic Smash Bros. Amiibo, Samus Smash Bros. Amiibo, like the Smash 4 one. Also, I've got Mewtwo, Smash Bros. Amiibo, Jigglypuff, again Smash Bros. Pretty much all the rest of my amiibo are Smash Bros. I think that might be it. So yeah, Bowser, Yoshi, Sonic, Mewtwo, Jigglypuff. I think that's all I've got. And Samus, of which was as well. I think that might be all I've got. All this plastic. All this plastic that's just sitting next to me. Including these plastic. I grabbed them near me in case I wanted to use them as props again. Just a reminder that the gear mechanism on these ones is very cool. And while on the Borok, the gear mechanism on them is also very cool. It's cool, but can also be funny, depending on how you pose it. Just something very satisfying about the heft behind the lunge. But also, if you just kind of leave a Borok posed like that, it can also look kind of funny. So, there's like an hour of stream left. What is my completion percent? 70.5. Are there any more extras I can unlock? Yeah, that Paraka rematch seemed to be the end of it. It played like a very simple cutscene afterwards, like a slideshowy cutscene of like us giving the Inaiko, like freeing the Toa and Inaiko and giving them back their masks. So I guess like Makuta was more of like a pulling the strings behind the scenes kind of thing. Do I have? I didn't pick up many runes today, so I really don't have. No, I can't do Animal Farm. Don't think I can do Paraka Party either. No. Can I do Invincibility? No, I can't. I wonder if the big head mode will apply to a Paraka fight. Let's see. It does. It does apply to the Paraka, yeah. Oh, it applies to the Vaki as well. Oh, I was too focused on switching. But I think... Can I... Yeah, I can destroy them by the looks of things. Don't know what that does apart from just making so they don't shoot at me. Oh, I can make them shoot at him instead. Nice. I think that was worth coming back for to find out. Turrets are on my side now. Nice. I think that's it. Potentially. Yeah. What was my favourite level in this game? I can't really say that I remember particular levels in terms of just like the level design, to be honest. To be honest. Be nice if I could see the like completion percentage of a level before I go into it. You know, like so I can see what ones I actually need to like go back into if I wanted to try and like get a higher percentage completion, rather than just having to like manually go into every level. This is probably one that I need to do more in. Also, I'm probably am I horrifically off center by sitting here? Slightly. Move that back and put the game back in focus. So yeah, I haven't really figured out how to fill the rest of the stream. I did have a thought earlier of perhaps... Oh, I've still got big head mode on. Oh. Oops. Of perhaps, because I have it installed, the PC version of the game. With like, there's a mod that makes it more aesthetically like the DS version, which I think I have mentioned before. There's that mod. I do have it installed, so maybe perhaps I'll go do that. Obviously not the whole game, but because, you know, the whole point of this stream series was for the DS version specifically. Like, Ben has already streamed the console version, and probably streamed it better than I can, given he knows that game better than I do. But it'd be interesting to show the possibilities of modding the PC version. 1000% playthrough. No, I don't. No. I haven't even 1000%ed Splatoon 2's campaign. Ah! Alright. Oh, it's this level, isn't it? Just completely missing them entirely. Roll the Visorak. I don't think I'm quite good enough. Okay, there we go. I probably timed that badly. The Valky looks so weird with the big heads. I think, if I remember right, there was actually like a bit of water in this level that I tried to go in and then died in. So I might be able to actually do that this time. Well, not might, I will. Let's take care of the enemies first. Ah! I was fighting these scorpion enemies earlier when I was playing the 2003 Bionicle game. I dug out my old Windows XP laptop to try and install it on there because it didn't install on this one, and it played it. It was very laggy in certain places, but it did run. My next protocol, I think, is going to be trying out my trying it on my Windows Vista laptop, because that should be a bit more powerful since it's a newer machine. Where can I get out? Okay, cool. Just like that. Running is the first battle. Yeah. Given that Windows, well, this laptop at least just didn't want to know. Because I don't know if it's a Windows 10 thing or whether it's, you know, just it didn't like this laptop in particular. Yeah, my next protocol will be trying it on my Vista laptop. Although depending on how that laptop runs it, if I do ever want to stream that game, it will probably, you know, if you know, it'll either be from that laptop or, you know, if that laptop runs it kind of badly as well, then I'll probably just emulate the console version. GameCube version I think runs fine in Dolphin. Well, I suppose I could grab the PS2 version and play it on my PS2. That is another option. Oh yeah, I've got the Bionicle had big heads as well. Hey Sam, we beat the game. It's kind of ended in some Paraka rematches, so yeah, we beat the game. But yeah, I hope your Sunday's been going well. So yeah, I kind of got stuck for content. Oh, there's Nad. Lovely. But I was thinking that perhaps after I do this, I might switch over to playing, just for the rest of the stream, playing like the switching over to the console version with the mod, well, PC version with the mod that makes it look like the DS version, just to show it off and to fill the rest of the stream, kind of thing. Is that Rakshi? Yeah, that is Rakshi. Hero mode it is. Did I pick up all the bits? Yes, I did. I'm gonna wait for hero mode to run out so that, yeah, as I build up another meter. Now, that's something you can't do in the console version, or don't do in the console version. Wait for hero mode to run out. This doesn't exist in the console version. More bow rock. charge. Uh-oh. Yeah. Hero mode. I'm sure I remember more, like some of those like breakable walls or something in this level. Maybe that was in a different level. What's my percentage now? 71%. Yeah, which is really nearly 6 hours. Well, I suppose makes sense. Anyways, well, let's go to chatting screen while I set up the other game, or while I try and remember where it's installed. Right. Hero mode not running out in the console version must be symbolic. Once you become a hero, you have a duty to protect. You can't just quit saving lives. Is it in downloads? Yeah, I think it's this one. Bionicle Heroes DV. Sure, that sounds about the right one. Right. Console. No, not console. Game. Where's my generic game capture? The Toa is for life, not just for Christmas.
Time before time, on the island of Bionicle,
Oh, do that.
the Toa and Nika battled with the Paraka and the evil master, the Makuta.
Oh no.
There they defeat, and a new hero took
I don't
the
think
mantle.
this likes running in the background. Where's it? Oh dear. End task. How about let's try that again. See if it hooks in this time.
In the time before time,
Oh, there we
on the
go.
island of Bionicle, the Toa and Nika battled with the Paraka and the evil master, the Makuta. There they suffered defeat, and a new hero took the mantle to redeem their fallen brethren.
Yeah, this is
On
like
the
an
coastline,
intro.
Basic
like,
would prey on the new hero.
yeah.
He must be proven out of his depth to save Hallie from his clutches. Interred within impenetrable walls, Avok had Huki hostage. He would only join the fray should the hero's siege prove victorious. Far up on the peaks of Boyan,
I'm wondering if I should change the stream title.
to meet his match for the hero to rescue Matoro, Toa of Ice, from the clutches of the mountain. Dense jungles obscured the way to Zaktan's hideout. His schemes would have to be undone and Kongu released to rally on the side of justice once again. Arid desert wastes were as much as a barrier as Paraka. The hero would have to bury Great Axe.
Shrink it down and fit it on the DS overlay. I'm sure that'll,
Hakam's prisoner, and the Anika's leader, Jala. The heroes would be disjointed and low on hope for as long as he was imprisoned. At the head of this effort lay the Makuta, whose plotting saw him cursed with the possession of the Mask of Life. Only with the rest of the Toa saved could he be challenged, and only with his defeat
Yeah, I think
could triumph.
I presume they have recolored these on and called him Makuta for this version.
Voyanui is dark indeed, and peril lies around every corner. Do you have what it takes to be a hero?
No. Oh, this is like the trailer for the mod. There's the intro. Now available on ModDB. Yeah, I know, because I downloaded it. So yeah, this is Bionicle Heroes Double Vision, which is yeah. I'll just check. Okay, yeah, I do have. Yeah. So, you know, let's start a new game just to see what it's just to remember / show what it's like starting a new game. So yeah, the this mod basically changes the visual style to be a bit more like the DS game. Among other changes, obviously we got the DS version music, and yeah, and I think a lot of the textures are taken from the DS version as well. It's just being styled like the DS version, if I remember correctly. Yeah, all these extra rooms are locked. I guess gotta just head down into where the levels are. I think they open up all the levels to start with, like on the DS version. Yeah. I'm gonna still go into the water one first. But yeah, much like in the DS version, the water level is set at night, and you can kind of tell it's DS texture when it's that low res. So yeah, on consoles that aren't the Wii, Bionicle Heroes is kind of like tank. It's like tank controls as far as I can tell. So I set up the PC version like that as well. So it's kind of like Metroid Prime in a sense in the control scheme. You need your brown toe Hyuki to trigger. Yeah. So yeah, how weird is it to not have a Wii cursor on the screen of this game, Ben? Also running at a much higher frame rate. I presume it's not running unlocked. I presume it's capped at 60 frames, because, why wouldn't it be? It's an older game. They tend to be capped at 60 frames. I'll pick up Hyuki. Now I think this mod does take some of the things from the I think it's made by the same person or team who did the sort of big quality of life sort of mod. So it inherits changes from that, like getting rid of the excessive bloom and sort of making all the Toa run the same speed. Sure I destroy everything that can be first before I do any of the building ones. And the two games, they have the same name, but they play so differently. You know, the DS and console versions. They play so differently. Well, I think I had talked about how the console game was originally meant to be a first-person game, but due to concerns with the ESRB, got changed into third-person. And yeah, handheld versions of games being completely different things was cool. Like, it's kind of cool to look back on it, and it's like, because you know that era of gaming is kind of over, because like handhelds now can just run the same games as the big consoles, just with lower spec versions rather than having bespoke versions made for them. Oh, I've gotten used to being able to jump. Yeah, a lot of them weren't as good, but yeah, they did have their own kind of charm to them. Or separate handheld entries in a console series, like what Sonic did. Yuki again. Although I think some Bionicle fans do prefer the DS version to the console version, or some people in general. Like, I think some people in general do prefer the DS version. I mean, I'm certainly more nostalgic for the DS version over the console version, so. Of course, the DS version hero mode music isn't intended to be on a mode that lasts, that can last like forever. I just noticed that the locks on the door, they're like made of Borok, like hands, aren't they? Speaking of all these pieces. Anything else to break? Probably. Yeah, there's certainly more enemies still, I think. Also, when it comes to the music, like, well, I don't really have too much of a preference either way, but I do think the console hero mode music works better for, like, the whole hearing it for an extended period of time thing. The DS version, hearing new music is very much designed for an ability that is meant to be temporary. There's still more stuff to destroy. I swear, there's so much. There's just so much random stuff laying around that you have to like destroy in this game. More so than a normal Traveller's Tales Lego game. It's Matoro with his sniping that I don't think is as useful as the DS game. I think that's finally it. I need to be Yuki anyway, aren't I? Yeah. Destroy all the Visorak. The Tuka spinner, I think they call it. And the Vaki in this version are a lot smaller than in the DS version. But the Borok feel bigger, so... The Visorak could definitely... They definitely feel smaller here. That's it, obviously it's a third person perspective, so obviously sizing is going to feel different, but still. Oh, here we go, hero mode already. You know, like the DS version, I think I just prefer sticking with Jala. His weapon just feels the simplest to use. Just rapid fire. Yeah, the old spray and pray tactic. Well, I say spray and pray, but like... This game has very generous auto-aiming, so... Which I think the auto-aiming is like a holdover from... I guess something that was in the original first-person design for the game. Like it had like a sort of auto lock-on system. From the footage I've seen of the first-person version of the game, it does seem like it's very much inspired by Metroid Prime in the controls department. I'm not sure why they gave Hyuki the building, like this sort of building ability. Like of all of them. done with hero mode for now. Correct. The Ice Rock. If you know what that's a reference to, then well, you'll probably also watch Bionicle related videos on YouTube as well. I do like that, much like in LEGO Star Wars, you can often break the stuff that you build. Even more bits, or even more stuff. Also, all these rocks, they're based on like the rock that Bahatu has in his original set, aren't they? Just coloured a bit differently. And that's clearly like a bow rock, like hand shield thing on top of a Vituka spinner. Pieces smartly. Yeah. I mean, I'm not saying it's a bad thing. It's interesting, really. Like the sort of different pieces that Traveller Sales sort of used to build the game. But I will say, playing the PC version does kind of make me wonder, like, because obviously this game is mostly a 6th generation console game, like PS2, GameCube, but it has an Xbox 360 version. I do wonder how that like, compares visually to the other console versions, whether it just looks the same but higher resolution, or whether there are any other changes made to it. Although I say in terms of visual, although as I bring up visuals, obviously what I'm playing now is different to what the game itself actually looks like, given that it uses a lot of DS version textures and stuff. Look at how long the levels take in this version. if you're like trying to get everything, if you're trying to pick up as much stuff as you can. The levels in the DS version tend to be shorter, but that's more out of necessity for the hardware. The levels kind of have to be shorter on the DS. 100% speedrun stream when? Never, because I don't know how to 100% this game. If Ben, who has played this game before, didn't 100% it on his stream, then I'm not going to be doing it on mine. If I 100% any version of the game, it'll probably be the DS version if I ever decide to revisit it. But if I do 100% the DS version, that'll probably be in my own time rather than on stream. I imagine I just have to go through all the levels again and just find... and just go through all the levels again and just code through them all. Given that on the DS version it doesn't tell you tell you how yeah, it doesn't tell you like completion percent just on the menu. So you can't just look in the menu and be like, oh, I haven't got the stuff in this level, and then go to that level. I do wish the FOV was a bit wider in this game though. I'm sure there's a mod that like changes it, but I don't have it apparently. Incidentally, like, running this game on Windows 10 is a lot easier than I thought it would be, given it's an older PC game. Like, it literally just works, and well, with the modded versions, it's not even that you have to install the mod onto it, it's just you download the mod and it has all the game files in there. I think because it's like technically vaporware, because it's not being sold anymore, I think the LEGO company is like fine with the modded versions distributing the entire game with it. So running the modded versions of this game is actually really easy, because you literally download the mod and that's it. Take notes, Nintendo. Yeah, it's like, hey Nintendo, I'd really like to play this game. Oh, we don't sell that game. Oh, so are you going to sell it? Nah, we can't be bothered to sell it anymore. You know, it's a previous game. Alright, so can I, like, since you're not going to be selling it and making money off it, can I, like, have a free download? Nintendo is like, what? No. Well, the only times I would say it's less is for current ones that are on sale, but like, if it's not for sale currently, then I definitely absolutely say go for it. Although, yeah, no, that is the meme to say that. That's kind of my stance on that topic in general. It's like, if it's not available for current sale in a way that will benefit, you know, where money will go to the publishers / developers, well, hopefully developers, then yeah, like, go for it. Just when it comes to like licensed games that are like likely to never see a re-release. I mean, like what we're playing now. Like, Bionicle games are very unlikely to ever see a re-release, given that, you know, Bionicle is a retired theme. Nintendo, please localize Mother 3? No. Okay, we'll make a fan translation. Also no. It's like, you know, Nintendo, can we listen to your music? Like, is it Nintendo, can we buy your music? No. Alright, then we'll put it on YouTube. And Nintendo is like, also no to that. Well, I say buy music in the West. It's like, you can buy, for whatever reason, I cannot see any other Nintendo soundtrack on like iTunes or whatever. But on iTunes, you can buy the Xenoblade 2 soundtrack and the Torna soundtrack as well. It's not on Spotify or anything, but it's on iTunes in the UK at least. Also, would you believe it, it's Araxi that isn't deafening us. Although I don't know whether it's like the sound mixing is different on the PC version or whether it's the mod doing its thing. But I don't seem to recall getting deafened by the Araxi even before I installed mods, so... Not that I played that far into the game, but I did play far enough to, fight one or two Araxi. Is there a mod that makes them louder? I don't know. But yeah, obviously, I know about the different copyright stuff in Japan, but that's why Japanese streamers have to get explicit permission to stream games. But yeah, Nintendo, just it's not possible for them to be louder. But yeah, I don't know whether it's just like a thing with the Wii version in particular that made them too loud, or whether they were always too loud in every version, or whether they're only not loud on the PC, I don't know. But here with the game modded, at least, they are not as loud. Pick up masks and hearts to replenish health. Yeah, there are no more masks. I've picked up all the masks. In hindsight, maybe I should have left them for health, but oh well. I seem to recall Ben always sacrificing Matoro first. He was about to die. Nearly. We'll see, perhaps one day I'll have to get the PS2 version of the game and see if the Araxi is as loud there as it is on the Wii. Perhaps. Oh! There we go. It's fine. I guess I kept this music. Now, if I remember right, one of the items in the shop is something that halves all future purchases. Yeah, 50% discount, which I do not have enough money for. What's in this room? Oh, this is where the collected Visorak go, isn't it? But yeah, I remember Ben having trouble navigating these rooms, but I think it's because it doesn't allow for strafing in these rooms, even if you're, clearly somewhere where you could walk left or right. But I think like the Wii version has the analog stick make your character strafe by default. Well, not default, but I think on the Wii version, like from what I could tell from him playing, was that the analog stick made you strafe rather than turn. But I think the other console versions of the game are designed around tank controls. Yeah. But yeah, like when I tried out the GameCube version quickly on Dolphin just to answer my question of is it strafing or not on other consoles, and on GameCube at least, the stick did turn. Yeah, kind of like Metroid Prime. The Staff of Disintegration. But yeah, navigating these tunnels is a lot easier when your analog stick inputs aren't trying to strafe, which isn't allowed in those rooms. Baraka Playground is locked. I don't think I'm gonna get to 150,000 or how much it is that the other stuff costs. Gurrak is an agile, fierce hunter. But none of these are set number 8947 Lego Bionicle set. I think it's 8947 Radiac released in 2008, containing 16 pieces. Which again, I'm pretty sure is a set that I have. I don't have any masks. Might randomly just go to one more level. I've probably got time for one more level. Actually, no, I should have gone to the one with the green actually and see how. Actually, yeah. Because the first level's always a Rakshi, isn't it? So if I go for the green Rakshi, see if it's ear-splittingly loud here as well. So much stuff to destroy. I think I do appreciate the faster pace on the DS version. Although you can probably accuse both games of kind of becoming samey after a while. Can't bother to go back for those little constructions. That's effort. But yeah, this is certainly a much easier game than the DS version, for sure. Toro is certainly a lot more useful on the DS version, as we found out. So I guess any Matoro fans go for the DS version. I say any Matoro fans, I think there are a lot of Matoro fans, given his significance in the story. Hero mode. But interesting in this version, at least in game, it just calls them Lego pieces. Although the manual for the DS version is very insistent, well, not insistent, but like the manual in the DS version does very specifically call them Technic pieces. Which, you know, I mean, it's true. Bionicle is Technic rather than Lego in terms of its construction, but just a weird distinction between the two games. I don't know if the manual for this version explicitly calls them Technic pieces though. Maybe it does. Checkpoint. Can't bother to do all the time-consuming little distractions, but I will grab stuff that's easy to grab, or easy and quick to grab. Mentioned a Switch, but I don't know whether it's talking about in here or for something else. Oh wait. That Switch perhaps? Yeah. I was going to say, the Vaki feel a lot easier to deal with here than on the DS, but I think everything is easier to deal with here than on DS. It's an easier game overall, I think. Though I will say, I think for a 6th gen console game, like, it is visually pretty decent. It is pretty nice. I an irrelevant thing to say when I'm playing a mod that changes the graphics up, but you know, it's a pretty smooth looking game overall. Although I don't know what frame rate the console version runs at. This game does like its boat rides though, doesn't it? Part of me does wonder what sort of visual output modes it supports on PS2. If it supports 480p on PS2, that'd be pretty neat. I know a lot of PS2 games don't, especially in the PAL region. There's a lot of PS2 games that I think in like America and Japan it supports 480p, but then in Europe it just doesn't, which is a bit annoying. We'll hit hero mode again in a minute. Yeah, let's see it in a minute. It means now. I don't know which way's the optional way and which way's the. Oh, wait, no, there's an arrow that says which way to go. So I'm guessing this way must be the side route. Oh, there's a Bionicle thing there. Well, I suppose in a way, the game visually holding up well, it shouldn't be too much of a surprise given that Traveller's Tales made it. It's like visually impressive games is kind of one of the things they were known for. Before they were known for just being the Lego guys. I do wonder if any of the team, any of the Traveller's Tales team that worked on like Lego Dimensions, that they worked on the Sonic level pack for it, whether any of them had worked on Sonic 3D or Sonic R. Interesting too, because if they had, it'd be interesting, just that they've worked on Sonic twice, kind of thing. Like I said, they had worked on both, on like 90s Sonic Project and Lego Dimensions. It's interesting, what was it like to return to Sonic after so long? Yeah, I know both Sonic 3D and Sonic R have a bad reputation, but I do think they are both quite impressive games visually for the hardware they're on. Like, in the right mindset, you know, are decently fun as well. Cross-reference the game's credits. Yeah, I mean, my guess would be that there probably isn't much, you know, sort of. Yeah, my guess would be that there isn't really any sort of crossover in the development talent, but you know. I mean, obviously, I know John Burton is like the sort of founder of Traveller's Tales, but I don't know whether he was still with them by the time of LEGO Dimensions. I say founder, he was like one of the key people of Traveller's Tales, I should say. But yeah, I don't know if he was still with them by then. Yeah, was it the green rock sheet that, yeah, it is the green rock sheet. Okay, it's not destroying my ears. But again, I don't know whether that's a mod thing or a, you know, or whether it's just, you know, the PC version having different sound mixing to the other versions. Get that built. Whatever it does. There are mods for this game. For the PC version, I was playing the DS version, but I finished it quicker than I thought I would, so I'm playing a mod for the PC version that makes it like the DS version. But welcome to the stream as well. Hope you're having a good day. And yeah, like I said, we're playing the PC version of Bionicle Heroes currently, because I kind of finished the DS game quicker than I thought I would. And I needed content for the last like hour of stream. Right. Okay, yeah, I need to build another hero mode. Yeah, I mean, it's a DS game, so it's like, you know, it's longer than I thought it would be, but the final area was quite short. But I did have a lot of fun playing through the DS version. I mean, it's the version I had as a kid, but I never finished it. Oh, that was a lucky hero mode. Yeah, the music you're hearing is from the DS version, though. Right, I've done that, so now can I hurt it? Hurt him by just shooting? Well, eventually. Ah! Ow. Oh well. No, don't get stuck behind a stump. Okay, this sound is pretty loud, but it's not quite as explicitly loud as, you know, as when Ben streamed it. I'm not doing very well at not getting hit ammo. You can actually hear me over it. Yeah, like it's pretty loud, but it's not like deafeningly so. And Traverse Tales Lego game bosses, I feel that they always boil down to just like keep hitting it and then wait for it to just randomly become vulnerable. Like I swear that's the case for like pretty much any Lego Traverse Tales Lego game boss. Oh no. There we go. I guess they either forgot to sort this music out or like there's a technical reason they couldn't. Oh, I collected more trophies. Well, I know this. I know the console/PC game isn't the reason for streaming, but I do want to, kind of want to look at the trophies, see what they are. This is technically filler content, but I do want to look at what the trophies I just got. Obviously, we got our next one actually, Lyrac. Not the smartest or the cleverest. He's the one that poisons them. So yeah, it's just for completing the level. What's this one? Oh, 100 Vizrak defeated and 100 enemies defeated as Jala. Again, no masks. While I'm here though, I'm actually going to buy that 50% discount for if I do decide to keep playing on this save. At some point I did erase another save for it, so 50% discount. Thank you very much. I mean, it makes sense to get the 50% discount, doesn't it? Karma's launcher. Oh, do I have enough though? Oh, there was Piton. I mean, again, this game isn't the reason for streaming. The console version was, or the DS version rather, was. But where is it? Yeah, just quickly before we head on over to the end screen. So yeah, that was the DS version. Oh, the ad's in progress. Oh well. That was the DS version of Bionicle Heroes, and yeah, it's nice to actually beat another childhood game that I never beat as a child. And yeah, that was fun. I quite enjoyed playing through it. Pretty basic game, I mean it's a DS FPS, so it's kind of gonna be basic, but I quite enjoyed it. And maybe in my own time, maybe I'll go back and see if I can 100% it. You've only beaten the PC one? Yeah, I've never beaten the console/PC game. I've never owned it myself, aside from obviously downloading the PC version semi-recently. But yeah, DS version, that was the one I had as a kid. Never beat it on the DS, but yeah, I believe it would struggle given that I died I died a lot, and I was using a controller, like a normal controller with, with the mod to make it control normally. So I don't know how I'd do on an actual DS. But yeah, so with Bionicle Heroes DS done, Sunday streams, we're now going to move on. I have said it before, I think, but yeah, we're going to move on to Resident Evil 4. I've never played a Resident Evil game before. I've seen things about Resident Evil games, especially 4, with the buzz around the remake, before that came out, I was like, maybe it's time to try a Resident Evil game. And 4 I know is a beloved entry in the series. A lot of people, it was their starting point, and a lot of people cite it as one of their favorite games of all time. And I thought, oh, I'll go on Steam, I'll wishlist it, and maybe get it on sale. When I went to look to wishlist it, it was already on sale, so I bought it straight away. So, yeah. So obviously it's going to be a first playthrough. I have no idea how long it's going to take. I don't really know how long the game is, and I don't know how long I would take to play it, given I'm not always very good at games. I'm good at Sonic games, and that's about it. But I'm looking forward to that. So yeah, we'll be starting Resident Evil 4 next Sunday. This Tuesday we should still be good for our usual Phantasy Star streams. We'll be finishing off Chapter 2 probably. I don't think there's too much left of the chapter, so I think we'll be finishing that off on Tuesday. And yeah, and as I said before, I think in a couple of weeks' time, on the 6th of August, I think I might be busy that evening. I do need to still confirm that. We'll see if I'm busy that evening. Obviously no stream that day, so Resident Evil may have to take a week break once I start it. But yeah. But I think that is all for upcoming. I haven't decided what I'm playing after Resident Evil. I have a couple of things in mind in terms of what I might want to do after, but I haven't committed yet. I haven't decided, so it may not be something that was in the that I showed off in my direct. It might be something different. But yeah, I think that is all I have to say here, and it's going on a bit longer than my usual stopping time, so let's actually wrap this up instead of rambling on for another like 20 minutes. So, as always, thank you for watching, whether you've been here for the whole stream, part of the stream, chatted alert. It is always very appreciated whenever anyone drops by. And yeah, thanks for joining me for completing a game from my childhood that I never completed before. It was fun. And yeah. So, well, I've done all my wrapping up stuff already, so I guess all that's left is to say, I will hopefully see you again on Tuesday, and yeah, once again, thanks for watching, and have a good rest of your day.